What we like to use when we're building new tanks is the Masport Pro Pack 750. We have different variations of this configuration, some with bigger pumps, some with bigger motors, but for the size of this tank, we went with this. We went with the Complete because it's very easy to install. All we have to do is just bolt it down, run our hose to our primary filter, and that's about it. Everything else is built in. Rather than plastic filters, plastic secondaries and everything like that that are hanging off the truck, it's all built inside of this. So your secondary is right here and your oil catch muffler is right there. Even though it looks like one compartment, it's actually split. So that's going to separate your water before it gets to the pump. There's all sorts of different baffles in there that you can see welded, so it does a great job at filtering out that water. It'll come through, and if you don't have a final filter on your pump, you should really consider getting one, or just buy this. This is to be thought of as like the air filter on your car. It's a screen, and it just filters out any of the last minute debris, like a piece of toilet paper or a chunk of gravel. It's going to sift through that. It also has your vacuum relief valve and your pressure relief valve, so you don't have to worry about imploding your tank or blowing up your tank in that manner. After your final filter, you come in, you got your vacuum gauge, your vacuum pressure gauge, you have your pressure relief valve, and you have your vacuum relief valve, because obviously this is set up for vacuum and pressure. It's set up with your oil reservoir, and this is the Pro Pack Complete. It also comes in the Ultimate, which this one kind of is an Ultimate, because we wired in a water pump. We just wanted to wire up that water pump so it's more on the side of the tank, and it has a spot for the switch. You can run that and run all your water, and it really is just a plug and play system. Makes it nice, easy, simple, and robust. All right, folks, so when you're running this thing, when you first get it, obviously, because it's going to be shipped from either Nebraska or Utah, and that elevation change is going to cause your your vacuum pressure gauge to move a little bit just because of the atmospheric pressure. All you're going to do is simply take out that plug. That's going to zero out, plug it back in. Now you're zeroed. How I like to adjust the vacuum relief valve is see how much vacuum this thing will pull, and if it starts to hiss at you, that just means that it's functioning. What I'll do is get it at maximum vacuum, and then I'll back it off an inch or two of mercury. You want to make sure that this vacuum relief valve is always sucking a little bit of air. That's just going to cause your pump not to deadhead and then burn up your pump. So make sure that that's working. And your pressure relief valve, that should become preset for about 3 to 5 psi, which is really all you need. You use pressure just for offloading purposes. Next, you'll have the drain valve on this side. This is the secondary. That's what has your water, and that's supposed to be drained daily. Make sure you're draining that every day. Then you have your oil catch muffler. All you got to do is just make sure that that's getting drained daily, and obviously make sure that you have plenty of oil in the system. Another important thing to note about this system is that it has to run at full throttle 100% of the time. That's because there's clutches inside of here, and if it's not fully engaged, then it's not going to grab, and it's just going to cause it to heat up, and you could have an accident. So make sure you're running that at full throttle 100% of the time. Well, that wraps it up, guys. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to give us a call. Thanks for tuning in to Toyco, one-stop source. If we don't have it, you don't need it.